Blue Lock's best series is ending. It leaves a key character's fate up in the air. In a world where ego defines greatness, one lazy genius decided to chase something more than talent. Seishiro Nagi didn't dream of becoming the best striker until defeat showed him what he could be. Forget everything you know about underdog stories. This is the evolution of a prodigy. Welcome to Blue Lock, Episode Nagi. In the climactic ending of Blue Lock, Episode Nagi, the spotlight rests squarely on Seishiro Nagi, a prodigy whose natural talent for soccer initially seemed effortless, even detached. But by the final moments of the film, Nagi has evolved into something much more compelling, a player awakened by loss, ambition, and a growing sense of identity. The ending doesn't just conclude his story arc, it opens up a new chapter, filled with possibility, tension, and unanswered questions about his future in Blue Lock. When the film begins, Nagi is little more than an enigma. Gifted to the point of boredom, he coasts through life without purpose. His genius on the field is untrained, almost unconscious. It's not passion that draws him to soccer, it's his friend Ryo Makaj. Ryo sees greatness in Nagi and dreams of climbing to the top of the football world with him. For a time, that vision works. Ryo's drive compensates for Nagi's indifference, and together, they breeze past early challenges in the Blue Lock project. But Blue Lock isn't about teams, it's about ego. The turning point comes during their match against Isagi Yoichi, a player who, unlike Nagi, has clawed his way forward through sheer will and creative instinct. Isagi doesn't possess Nagi's genius, but he understands the flow of the game like no one else. When Nagi and Ryo lose to Isagi's team, it's more than a defeat. For Nagi, it's a confrontation with vulnerability. He's no longer the untouchable genius. And strangely, that realization excites him. This is the moment that begins Nagi's internal shift, from passive observer to active seeker. He starts to question his dependence on Ryo. For the first time, he plays not because someone asked him to, but because he wants to know how far he can go. The break from Ryo is painful, especially since Ryo still clings to the dream they built together. But Nagi makes the hard choice. He walks away. He chooses himself. Throughout the film, we see Nagi grappling with the very idea of ego that Blue Lock champions. He's not a typical shonen hero fueled by justice or friendship. He's something colder, more introspective. His journey is less about becoming a team player and more about realizing the value of self-determination. In many ways, he embodies the harsh truths of the Blue Lock experiment. That greatness often demands selfishness, solitude, and a willingness to abandon the familiar. The animation in the final match scenes reflects this transformation. Nagi's movements become sharper, more deliberate. He begins to analyze the game rather than relying on instinct alone. His plays are no longer just beautiful, they're strategic. He's growing not just as a striker, but as a thinker, a competitor, and, most importantly, an individual. And yet, the ending leaves us in suspense. There's no clear resolution for Nagi. He hasn't reached the top, he hasn't fully figured himself out. Instead, we're left with an image of a player still in flux, still chasing, still hungry, still evolving. It's a powerful narrative choice that mirrors the real-life journey of many elite athletes. There is no finish line to ego development, only the next match, the next challenge, the next breakthrough. What? Blue Lock. Episode Nagi does so well is that it reframes what it means to be a genius in a competitive world. Natural talent may get you in the door, but without the fire to push forward, to compete, and to suffer loss, that talent becomes meaningless. Nagi's story shows us that even prodigies have to start over. That becoming great is not about being born different. It's about choosing to grow when it hurts most. And as the credits roll, one thing becomes clear. Seishiro Nagi is no longer just a prodigy. He's a contender. From effortless talent to calculated ambition, Nagi's story isn't ending. It's just beginning. Will he rise to the top or lose himself chasing ego? One thing's for sure, he's no longer just Ryo's shadow. He's a storm coming for the world. If you're ready to see how far Nagi can go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because the next chapter is going to change everything.